Are 4-ounce gloves ruining Muay Thai? That's a question that a lot of people are asking right now, ever since Igor Bikriev has knocked out Pampayak at One Friday Fights 92. And my answer to this question is absolutely not. 4-ounce glove Muay Thai is the best thing to ever happen to Muay Thai in the modern era. I'll address the issue of the losses of a lot of notable Thai fighters in a bit, but for now I want to address why it's better, why it's going to help Muay Thai in the long run, and why it's going to make it a global powerhouse if One Championship plays their cards right, and why the complaint that 4-ounce gloves is ruining Muay Thai is mostly rooted in people just being salty that their favorite Thai fighters are losing, or just not wanting to see foreigners or Farangs on top. That's my opinion on that, but we'll go into that first. So, why is 4-ounce Muay Thai objectively better than glove Muay Thai? Simply put, it's more exciting. Sorry. I watch Muay Thai all the time. I watch RWS. I watch the lesser-known promotions. I try to watch Pet Yindi, the Pet Yindi Kingdom promotion, if you ever heard of it. I try to watch SKS Muay Thai, which is on YouTube. I believe that's owned by the great John Charles Skarbowski. He runs a gym out of Thailand, and they speak French there only. Very interesting stuff. But anyway, if you watch SKS Muay Thai or any of these other very promotional Thai organizations, you will outright see people not fight for 3 rounds if it's a title fight. And that's a thing that you might be thinking, of course, that's how it is. There's a feeler out round. No one really gets hurt. There's 3 rounds where they actually fight. And the last round, they usually don't even fight. And you'll see things like the ref calls off the round at in between because they just don't want to fight each other. And why don't they want to fight each other? Because they're probably going to fight again the week after next. So they adopt this very safe fighting style that, although it's cool if you're in the stadium scene and you know them and this and that, it is ungodly boring to watch. You will just want to turn this off. You'll be like, why aren't these guys fighting? I thought this was a Muay Thai fight. And although RWS doesn't have that problem, because RWS, although it is still stadium Muay Thai, they adopted more of the rule set that, hey, every round matters, so you have to fight. And they have an open scoring system, so that way so again, if you do that sort of stuff where let's not just fight for this RWS Raja Damnern stadium belt, that won't happen. So even the more traditional promotion in RWS changes that, so that way it's a bit more of a kickboxing 10-point must scoring system where, hey, every single round matters. There's no taking a round off or anything like this. You will see yourself lose that round on the big screen. We will outright announce it. They literally announce who is winning a round, I believe. So that's very interesting on them. And although One Championship doesn't exactly have that system of an open scoring system like RWS or Glory does, their take on Muay Thai with the 4-ounce MMA gloves has changed the game for the better. Muay Mats, or punchers, so specifically Rodtang in this situation, a guy who never won a major stadium belt, a guy who is only a Max Muay Thai champion, Omnoy Stadium champion, lesser titles, not to say that he's not a good fighter, but the Muay Thai rule set, which is very kick heavy, especially mid kick heavy, absolutely puts him at a disadvantage in the stadium scene. Meanwhile, a guy like him is absolutely able to thrive in One Championship, and he is now the face of global Muay Thai. I'm a bit of a Rodtang hater, I'll admit it. But guys like him, succeeding in Muay Thai, putting on these exciting shows, the showmanship, putting on awesome matches regardless of the showmanship, is good for Muay Thai. It elevates it. It makes more people say, yeah, I want to do that. Yeah, I want to compete. Yeah, I want to watch. Yeah, I want to give it my money to consume it. And the fact that Chatrisit Yodong and One Championship is doing their best by promoting it on YouTube, on Amazon, is a great thing. It is a great thing for Muay Thai. Because here's the thing. I've never heard anyone say, hey, let's cut on the RWS. Let's really watch some good old traditional Muay Thai. You want people say to me when I teach or when I'm over at the gyms and we're talking about combat sports, if these guys only watch MMA or boxing, when we talk up Muay Thai, they will immediately bring up Rodtang. Or if they're old enough, they'll bring up Buaka and Sanchai. They will bring up these stars that are promoted. And where do these guys make their money? Oh, Sanchai, he does his thing in Karchuik. Oh yeah, speaking of Karchuik, is Karchuik not real Muay Thai? They don't even wear gloves, they wear rope bindings. Is that not real Muay Thai? It's literally older than glove Muay Thai. But whatever, aside the point. Again, this is just a absolute cope by people who hate seeing foreigners win. That is honestly what I believe. They see foreigners like Bikriev win, they see guys like Nabati win, they see guys like Lasiri, Haggerty, and all these other guys who are doing well, who have become champions or were champions, Alvarez Ramazov, although he didn't do great in Muay Thai. They see these people and they get upset. They do not like seeing Farangs win. They see their favorite fighters, their great fighters who did great on the stadium scene, fail at One Championship. and they complain. You want to know who else failed in one championship? Rafi Boic. The only French Lumpini, well, not the only, but he was a French Lumpini Stadium champion. Did super well in the stadium scene, beat a lot of great guys. Comes to one championship, small glove Muay Thai, and he loses. He loses like 3 fights. Loses to Yodaikyu, loses to Popcorn. Not bad fighters, but clearly that style didn't benefit him because he's a bit of a Muay Famur. Yeah, it's not friendly to the Muay Famurs. We all know who did good in one championship? Lertzilla, the most famous Muay Famur ever. So, and for those who know, Muay Famur is like technician. That's the guy who's good at everything and is like kind of slick. Think of like a Floyd Mayweather of Muay Thai, that style. Very, very slick guy, doesn't get hit. That's what a Muay Famur is, simply put. In simple full forms. I'm sure someone's going to complain at me. Say that's not what a Muay Famur is. But that's the way I'm going to explain it for now. So Muay Famurs can still succeed in Muay Thai. And again, there's other avenues that people will detract from 4-ounce Muay Thai. They'll say things like, there's no clinching, man. They don't allow clinching in Muay Thai in one championship. And that's just not true. The reason why they break up the clinch is because they want what's called an active clinch. Again, you will see, and they'll see a lot of young kids do this because, again, they don't want to get hurt. They will wrestle in the clinch, and they will knee each other side to side, uselessly either in the leg or in the side. No damage is done. They will stay there for a whole minute. If that's what you call clinch fighting, go ahead and enjoy it. Go watch it with the 30 other people in that stadium. You want to know what I'm going to watch? Nabil Nane, big tall dude, kneeing everyone. He clinch fights, super leg clinch fights, Ratan clinch fights. They have good elbows and good knees from that clinch. You want to know who else is a good clinch fighter? Joe Nadawa. You want to know who else is a decent underrated clinch? Tawan Chai. Freaking, who else you might think of? Superbon also has an okay clinch. Not a clinch fighter, but he knows how to fight in the clinch fight with the elbows. So the idea that there is no clinch or it's outlawed and because of that it's basically kickboxing with elbows and MMA gloves is no, it's a cope. It's a cope. It is the evolution of Muay Thai, and that's a good thing. That's like a wrestler saying, to me that sounds like a wrestler saying, man, they really shouldn't allow knees to down opponents in in MMA. Why? Because it's just so barbaric. It's so violent. It's like, no, not a real argument, fucker. How about you should grapple a little better? Maybe you should face consequences for your anches. That's what this knee is for. So when you, as the shit Muay Famur, as that guy who does not have good punch resistance or does not have good boxing defense like Pompeiak, if Pompeiak had good boxing defense, he would have beat Bikriev. He would have beat Bikriev, but he didn't. And Bikriev is fast and explosive and athletic, and he literally just caught him twice. It's not like he beat him down. He just touched him with the cross, put him down, touched him with the hook, put him asleep. Simple as. And people just can't handle seeing it. They just cannot handle seeing it. And it's a thing you hate to see. You hate to see people hate on these Russian fighters because these Russian fighters and European fighters, like Artem Vakitov, I believe was like, although he's a heavyweight, went to Glory Kickboxing, he was a Muay Thai world champion as an amateur. A lot of these guys have an insane amateur pedigree despite them being unknown. These guys are still incredible fighters, these Eastern European Muay Thai guys. So it's one of those things where it's like, when people trash these guys and say, oh, he lost an unknown fighter because of these rule sets. No, he's not on the amateur scene. Because the Western world believes in the amateurs, and again, you can have an argument about that. The Thais, specifically the Thais, don't. You fight professionally when you're like 5, and that's how you get 200 fights. And people will be like, wow, he's had 200 fights. You want to know who else had 200 fights? Vasily Lomachenko. But what do people say? Oh, he only had 3 fights when he got to pro. Totally different world. A bit of a sidetrack, I know. But the point is that 4-ounce Muay Thai. Let's break it down simply. Why it's better. More exciting. Muay Mats are now viable. It's really viable to be a Muay Mat now, so to be a puncher. Kickers are still doing well, so the idea that kickers aren't doing well is stupid. I.e. Superbon, i.e. Tawanchai, i.e. Chingiz Alazov, just to name a few. The clinch is not dead. The clinch is still alive and well. Just people, again, fall in love with the idea of punching. A smaller glove means higher consequences for that punch. So you'll see a lot of these guys who don't even punch. They'll get sucked into brawls. But that's a mental thing. They want to finish the fight. They get excited. Also, the fact that Chatri gives out bonuses up the ass, 50K bot, that's a lot of money for them. He pays them more than other promotions would. So that also attracts them to join one championship, at least on the Friday fight scene, try to get themselves to that contract level. And on top of that, it's just getting more eyes on Muay Thai. The fact that Muay Thai is now on Amazon Prime, the fact that you can watch these on YouTube and it gets good viewership, that the highlights of these fighters, like, they average like 100,000 views per fighter. Even if that fighter is not a star, it'll be like Felipe Lobo or like Wilson Rice, that's excellent. That's a good thing. That's what you want from Muay Thai. You want more Muay Thai representation worldwide. If Muay Thai stays a Thailand sport, well, guess what? The rest of the world will practice Muay Thai their own way. It'll be better. And every time you go to the other parts of the world to fight for, let's say, a WBC or a WMC belt or an IBF belt, they're going to lose, and what are they going to do? They're just going to say, well, that wasn't real Muay Thai. If they fought in Thailand, we would have won. So when they fight in our insular cult community, we win. But whenever we leave the comfort of our home to go anywhere else, we lose. That's not what you want to be, man. That's why guys like Pechmorapong, the Petdam, all these guys who go fight kickboxing, those are the Thais you got to look up to. Because those guys say, hey man, I'm more than just a Thai fighter. I am an elite level striker. That's what Samart did. Samart Payakarun, the greatest striker of all time. Conquered Muay Thai, said, I think I'm going to go conquer boxing, won the WBC belt. So, point is, people who are complaining about Muay Thai want to keep it more similar, and they're stuck in the same mindset that BJJ guys were when Kazushi Sakuraba was dong walking the Gracies and saying, well, that wasn't a real fight. That's not real grappling. Delusional. Absolutely delusional. You are literally Steven Seagal when you do that sort of thing. Other than that, not much else to say. Just a little annoyed about that. It's just a shame that people want to detract from very good fighters in Muay Thai just because either they aren't Thai or they're not following the rule set that they like. That's real Muay Thai. Absolute nonsense. That's not the real martial arts way, in my opinion. Martial arts is about taking what's useful and getting rid of what's useless. I know, Bruce Lee philosophy, but that's how I feel about it. Other than that, though, tell me what you guys think. If you agree with me or not, let me know in the comments below. Thank you guys for even listening. Check out my video on and Takeru. I'm coming up with the video on Rodtang as they're fighting in March, so please check that out. Other than that, have a good day, guys. God bless.